Hi, my name is Jerwin Del Rosario, and our topic is all about training and developing employees in hospitality industry. According to Career Guide, the training program can help people newly hired to learn about the company quickly and will educate long-term employees about the recent policies change. Kasi sa atin ngayon, mga katulad natin na estudyante, tinuturo sa atin sa eskwelahan yung mga basic knowledge na kailangan natin matutunan sa trabaho na gusto nating pasukan. Pero mas lalo natin matututunan yung isang bagay pag dumaan tayo sa mga trainings para maranasan natin yung talagang magaganap sa papasukan nating trabaho. Kasi sa eskwelahan, tinuturo sa atin mga bagay na makakatulong din sa atin sa pang araw-araw para malaman natin kung ano yung mga bagay na kailangan natin gawin. Pero pag nasa point na tayo ng pagtatrabaho, yun pa lang natin may experience yung mga negative, mga positive. Kaya yun. And employees who will receive an extensive training that prepare them for the job often report higher job satisfaction overall. Katulad nga ng sinabi ko kanina, pag mas maganda yung kinalabasan ng training natin, mas maganda yung makipapakita natin sa trabaho. Kasi maganda yung kinalabasan ng training natin, mas madami tayong natutunan, mas maganda experience natin, nakita natin bad side tsaka good side ng trabaho na ating papasukan. Katulad pag nag-OJT tayo, doon makikita natin lahat, mararanasan natin, pagod, hirap, ayun.
Benefits of training programs. Number one, boost morale. If employees feel that their employer is taking care of them, employees will express more satisfaction in their current path, and they will perform work duties more efficiently. Ways to boost morale in the workplace. Define employees' roles, recognize success, create a culture of we, get together, educate and train, develop team building exercises. So, dito po pasok yung pagkakaroon mo ng concern towards your subordinates. Motivating them in a way na magkakaroon sila ng incentives when hitting a certain goal. Recognize when or recognition when they perform efficient and effective to your company. Number two is reduce the need of supervision. According to Quran Contributor 2021, the impact of supervision on employee development supervision is a delicate and often misunderstood function that can have a variety of effects on the employers or employees' performance in some situations. Supervision can help improve results, while in others, it can detract from the effectiveness of your staff. A lack of supervision in the workplace can lead to wasted opportunities and resources. Using appropriate supervisory intervention in the workplace, you can consistently improve your team's performance. Lack of supervision can lead to low performance of an employee. So, bakit daw? Dahil kapag hinayaan mo na ang mga employee mo na gawin ang trabaho nila sa buong working period nila, ang outcome ay everyday same work, same lang ang ginagawa nila. So, wala improvement, walang learnings, puro trabaho lang talaga. Number 3 is allow everyone to work uniformly. If in case that all employees learn the same technique in a training, they can better collaborate in the future projects and resolve any unexpected situations more effectively. They will also complete assignments steps faster rates while still providing high quality results. Bigyan natin ng task o ng work ang employees natin based sa expertise nila, and that way, mas magiging mabilis at maayos at the same time, mamimit ng company nyo yung pinaka-goal nyo as early as needed. Number 4, employees feel valued. According to the career guide, employees who will receive consistent training may feel a company invest in their professional development. As a result, it may experience higher productivity rates and they will receive more long-term staff members. Consistent training to your employee is a way of letting them know na mahalaga sila sa company natin. Siyempre, gumagamit tayo ng resources sa company, gumagastos tayo sa kanila, nag-effort tayo to build their skills and knowledge, and dun pa lang they will feel valued. Last is increased productivity. Regular training can better ensure every employee knows an update of the company, best practices which can improve their overall productivity. It is important to recognize the hard work of employees to breed a truly inclusive culture. Leaders must know how to recognize the hardworking talents of their team members and to reward employees to work their best. Connected to number 4, once your employee build their skills and knowledge, they can easily do the work and mas magiging efficient and effective sila sa company. Either way, they should recognize based on their performance, give them incentives if they meet their goal.
Hello everyone, I'm Andrea Angeles and I will be discussing different methods of training program. So first is certificate training. Certificate training enables individual to gain corporate or professional certificate by attaining passing scores on practical or theoretical tests. These tests are generally job specific are helpful in motivating employees in a professional manner. So TESDA, NC2, and NC3 are one of the best examples of certificate training. So yun nga, TESDA. And so familiar naman tayo sa TESDA, no? So yung TESDA is nag-offer ng course, ng mga pre-courses like housekeeping, food and beverage, and marami pang iba. So next is industry conferences. A formal meeting in which many people gather to talk about ideas, trends, or problems related to a particular topic. Industry conferences can be a great way for employees to learn updated information about field-based workplace strategies, then adapt these lessons into training programs for their staff. The third is workshop. A meeting at which a group of people engage in intensive discussion and activity on a particular subject or project. So a workshop is a gathering of people for the purpose of learning, practicing, or discussing a specific topic or skill. Simulation training simulates the actual workplace. For example, a special preferred simulation task for kitchen staff. Once the once the trainees have reached the required level of proficiency, they are allowed to do the real cooking task. So yun nga, sa simulation training, para siyang assessment siya na kailangan mo munang pagdaanan. So yun nga, sa example, yung sa kitchen, kailangan mo munang mag-training about dun sa kitchen na yun or sa pagluluto bago ka nila ilagay sa ganong trabaho. So, panglima yung on-the-job training or OJT. Help maintain standard by having manager, supervisor, trainers, or fellow employee coach individuals in the most effective way to do required work. On-the-job training allows trainee to quickly learn the best way to do work based on the experience of trial and error. Sa OJT, ito na yung tinatawag nilang real world, kung saan may experience mo na yung trial and error sa isang trabaho. And may experience mo na kung paano ba magtrabaho or gaano ba kahirap ang isang trabaho.
Good day everyone, I am Alan G. Vallejo and I am here to continue the topic which is different methods of training programs. So number 6 is computer assisted instructions or online courses. So dito, isang magandang halimbawa dito is yung TESDA online courses. Yung free naman siya, kaso nga lang dito, mag-isa mong mag-aaral. So, self-learn talaga kaya. Pero free naman siya. So, a computer program guides the trainee through a program training course. The training is conducted on a computer, often at the preferred schedule of the trainee and at the trainee's desired place. So, halimbawa, dito, nasa kwarto ko, pwedeng i-open ko yung laptop, then mag-login din. Pag-aralan ko yung mga online courses, halimbawa yung sa TESDA, pwede kang makakuha ng certificate is if pag-aaralan mo yung online. So, next one. So, webinar training. So, webinar training is an online seminar that turns a presentation into a real-time conversation from anywhere in the world. Webinar training allows large group of participants to engage in online discussions or training events and share audio, documents, or slides, even when they are not in the same place as the meeting host or in the same room where the event or presentation is taking place. So, madalas to sa Facebook, sa Zoom meeting, gano'n. Sa school din, madalas tong ino-offer ng mga teacher yung mga webinar, online webinars, gano'n. So, nag-share lang sila, nagtuturo sila sa large group of people, most likely sa mga students, na about nga dun sa sa topic na napili. The next one, thought courses. So, it is a common form of training thought courses. These usually include classroom sessions with a trainer, but they can also be taught entirely online. These training thought courses are varied in length. Some are only a couple of hours, whereas others can be taught over a long period with multiple sessions and components. So, yung thought courses, ano siya, yung best example neto yung teacher na nagtuturo sa classroom. So, ayun yung traditional classroom style instruction na may nagtuturo ng teacher sa estudyante, gano'n. Nagtuturo ng lectures, discussions, tsaka mga hands-on activities. So, next one. Seminar. So, it is a form of academic instruction, either an academic institution or offered by a commercial or professional organization. It has the function of bringing together small groups for recurring meetings, focusing each time on some subject in which everyone present is requested to participate. So, seminar. So, dito may kailan ba? Sa Ilocos ng may nung immersion, may nag-seminar din nun. So, isang example din yun. So, most likely, educational event siya na pin-feature yung speakers para mag-share ng knowledge sa estudyante, sa mga tao, and dinidiscuss yung mga experiences, ganun. So, nakakatulong yun para sa mga students, especially sa mga nagtatrain ng preferred topic. Halimbawa, sa hotel. So, 10, mentoring. So, this is sharing knowledge, skills, and life experience to guide another towards reaching their goals, reaching their full potential. It is a journey of shared discovery. Mentoring is a positive, supportive relationship, encouraging young people to develop their fullest potential. So, may nakalagay dito na improve, develop, training, motivate, coaching, inspire, then naka-highlight dun yung mentor. Kasi yung pag-mentor, hindi lang naman ba siya basta nag-share ng knowledge, diba? Kasi nag-share din siya ng most likely is yung experiences niya as an individual para masuportahan yung para ma-share yung development and yung growth dun sa other person. So, sample dito, a junior software developer receives mentoring from a senior engineer who provides feedback, advice, and career guidance to help the mentee improve their skills and advance in their career. So, pwede dito halimbawa nung nag-seminar sa Ilocos. Yung si Sir Colin, pwede siyang mag-mentor if gugustuhin niya. Pero yung nangyari ng seminar lang. So, pwede siyang mag-mentor pwede siyang mag-mentor ng tao. Kasi may experience din naman siya and hindi naman basta-basta lang yung pinag-aralan na course. So, maganda na mag-mentor din siya kasi pwedeng ma-improve, develop, or ma-motivate, or ma-inspire yung